The St. Louis market is crashing. The St. Louis real estate market is crashing. Housing is falling. The sky is falling. I mean, let's get real. Let's ask the right question. When are these broken forecast clocks going to be correct? Because as far as I can tell, St. Louis is doing the same thing that it's done every single year for the last 5 years, including the pandemic. When you look at the actual historical stats, the real estate moves when people move. If you look at the Case-Shiller index, the home appreciation month over month, when does appreciation actually happen? And you could see that right here. This chart shows you that appreciation actually happens in the spring. And St. Louis being a stable market, that's exactly what happens here. So what are the real stats for our housing market? Well, the median sales price for single family homes is $335,000. That's 3% more than last year, and last year's peak was $318,000. Now, here's what most people don't know, is that by the time we got to December last year, that number had gone down, and I'll put it right here because I don't remember what it is off the top of my head. I just know that December is lower than June. And most people think that appreciation happens evenly all throughout the year, whether it's Zillow or Redfin or Realtor.com or even the Federal Housing Administration, when they're putting out these stats and the appreciation forecast. Most people think that's going to be an even spread throughout the entire year. But the reality is that it actually happens in the spring in most markets. Because who really wants to move when it's cold or when it's hot like it is right now? Right now it's super hot out and, people tend to stop moving. So what does that mean if you want to sell the rest of 2025? Well, the good news is homes are still appreciating. It just means that you have to be more strategic when you list your property on the market. Aspirational list price, you have to be cautious. Instead of trying to go to the very top end of the market, you're probably not going to hit that because that part of the season has already passed. But that doesn't mean your home hasn't appreciated since last year. So if you'd like more information about that or how to walk through that, I can definitely show you. Feel free to reach out to me, and I'd love to hear your comments. What do you think is actually happening in the St. Louis market? Are we in a downturn? Because it doesn't look like it to me.